This article, source from happyshoppy.com. Bloated stomach? Prevent bloating with this 8 habits. What is bloated stomach symptoms and cause of bloating in the stomach? Sometimes you eat too much, and that makes you feel like there's a lot of extra air in your stomach that isn't needed. You can feel an abdominal bloating because of it. This can feel uncomfortable, to say the least. But bloating is more than just feeling discomfort, it can be really painful too. Bloated stomach, also known as abdominal distension, is often misdiagnosed, so don't think this won't happen to you. If you go see someone about it, just know that bloating can be felt everywhere in your body, not just your stomach. While the causes of bloating vary from person to person, we are giving you some tips to help prevent bloating and aid in better digestion. Number 1. Bloated stomach and food allergies, how to control their uncomfortable effects. Food allergies and intolerance can create a lot of stomach discomfort. If you have a stomach ache after consuming a particular food item, then it is possible that you have developed an allergic reaction to it. You should avoid eating foods that cause gas or bowel changes to prevent bloating. A food allergy is an abnormal reaction to a particular food. It can be a serious health problem that may cause severe inflammation of the gastrointestinal tract. The main reasons for food allergies are protein or pollen from plants, eggs or milk from animals. The diagnosis is based on finding the allergic antibodies in the blood after taking the test from a small amount of food from an individual who was suspected of being allergic. If you suspect a food allergy, you should avoid it completely and make sure you take a medical cure. Number 2. Stop stuffing yourself to prevent bloated stomach. If you're eating big meals and tend to feel uncomfortable afterwards, then try smaller portions. Add another daily meal if necessary. A subset of people who experience bloating doesn't really have an enlarged stomach or increased pressure in the abdomen. The issue is mostly sensory, that is, they feel like they're full, even though their stomachs are not distended, and they don't feel bloated. Your brain receives the signals from the gut and interprets them as stomach is full, when in fact it may not be. In other words, the brain tells you that your stomach is not big enough to hold another meal, when in fact it is. In reality, your stomach is fine, and could have accommodated a few more bites of food. Try eating more slowly. Smaller meals mean you spend less time eating, so you probably won't feel the need to rush off after dinner to get on with your evening. Number 3. Avoid these foods if you hate your bloated stomach. When you're bloated, it feels like you're going to explode. You can feel tightness in your abdominal area, and food may even make the bloating worse. If this happens after a meal, it could be a sign of irritable bowel syndrome, IBS, a condition in which the bowels do not work properly. Everybody knows that some foods can cause bloating and discomfort, especially belly fat. Beans and other types of carbohydrates like grains, and sugar-laden foods, like sweets and fruits, can really create a problem for some people. One of the most common causes we see in our IBS, bloating and digestive issues clinic is undigested, or poorly digested carbohydrates. Number 4. The side effects of excessive consumption of fiber. Fiber is an important part of our diet which is necessary for healthy digestion. Many people often consume foods, which contain a high amount of fiber daily. But there are some high fiber foods, which can cause problems for those who suffer from bloating issues. You might want to eliminate some high fiber foods, like legumes like beans and lentils, as well as whole grains like wheat berries and brown rice. It could be that you're eating more fiber than your body can handle, especially if you aren't doing much physical activity. Eating more fiber is like eating sand, explains gastroenterologist Michael F. Picco, MD. If you eat too much of it, your gut won't be able to digest it all well. That means the fiber will pass through the digestive tract, without being absorbed, and the roughage can cause bloating and flatulence. Number 5. Be careful not to swallow air or gases, you will end up with a bellyache. Many people do not know that they swallow air when they drink carbonated drinks, chew gums or just drink a beverage through a straw. As the name suggests, dry gulping, with no saliva present in it, leads to swallowing of air, which can cause bloating, abdominal pain, excessive burping, etc. If you want to avoid swallowing air, or gases, then you should stop drinking, or chewing such things. Having too much of carbonated drinks, and gums can really damage your health, due to excess gas accumulation in your belly. Swallowing air during drinking, or chewing gums can result in bloating and flatulence. But to make things worse, a study by a team of doctors from the University of Bristol, found that some carbonated drinks may increase risk of heartburns. Number 6. Add probiotics to your diet to prevent bloated stomach. Probiotics are live good bacteria that are naturally found in our bodies, but they are also found in many foods, including fermented dairy products like yogurt. These good bacteria help to improve gut health, by increasing the number of good bacteria in the digestive system, which helps with digestion and also reduced bloating. Probiotics can help with bloating as they reduce gut inflammation, due to added anti-inflammatory components, and their antagonistic effect on any offending bacteria. Probiotics are microorganisms that boost the health of our gut, and help prevent and treat various disorders, such as irritable bowel syndrome or IBS. The human gut is home to thousands of different types of these beneficial bacteria, and we rely on them to function properly. However, it is always recommended to use probiotics that are tested and certified by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration, FDA. Number 7. Eat at regular intervals to prevent bloated stomach. Your belly is swollen, and there's no relief in sight. Bloating and gas could be a result of irregular eating habits, and poor food absorption. For the digestive system to work properly, your meals should be small, and eaten throughout the day. There should be at least 4 to 6 hours between meals that include fruits, vegetables, and whole grains. Number 8. Prevent constipation first to prevent bloated stomach. Constant bloating is not something you want to live with, but there are things you can do about it. Do not think that this is a condition you have to live with until the end of your days. Constipation is a condition that can be treated and prevented, leading to a healthier and more active lifestyle. Constipation and abdominal bloating is a condition that can be uncomfortable and even painful. Many of you have had this same condition before, and will probably again. Constipation can be caused by a lot of factors such as lack of dietary fiber, dehydration, consumption of certain foods, and the consumption of constipating medication. Conclusion. Causes of bloating are collusions in your stomach, faulty digestion, poor nutrition, food intolerance, bloating due to hormonal imbalance, electrolyte imbalance, and dehydration. If you have chronic bloating that causes severe problems in your life, or becomes a lot worse all of a sudden, definitely see a doctor. There are some really serious things out there that can kill you or ruin your life. Please subscribe to our channel. For more details, visit happyshoppy.com. This blog link is available in the description. Thank you for watching.